All right, today we're going to do an update video on how my OnlyFans agency is doing. It's been a while since I've put out some personal brand OnlyFans related content. To be honest with you, I just haven't been too motivated to do it because I've been focused on the business. The business has been growing a lot. Recently, we've gotten some new models, some new hires on the staff. Yeah, overall things are going really well. So haven't really seen a huge need for posting OFM related content. At the same time, it's important to keep in touch with other people in the space. I think it's interesting for people who want to enter the space to see somebody who is in a position who's done it and is doing it well, and being able to stay in touch with me, bringing me opportunities in the future. That's why I'm making this video today. So I'm here in Dublin, Ireland right now, chilling in this hotel room, about to go hit a workout. Let's talk about the agency real quick. Agency last few months has been making over $250,000 a month gross revenue in OnlyFans. I would say even closer to 300K. I think last month we were hitting like 250 net. Over the last 4 months or so, we've done over $1 million in sales and are definitely on track for the year to clear at least 2 million, if not 3. We'll see what the Q4 numbers end up being, just because, Q4 tends to be the craziest time for OnlyFans sales and for views to go up and all that, because everyone's inside paying attention and jerking off, right? So agency's been going well. A few things I've learned recently that I think will help you on your journey, whether you run an OnlyFans agency or just want to get started in business. The first thing being that talent is super important with an OnlyFans agency. I used to kind of prioritize and view the business as a business service where people would come to us and we would sign them and then try to make it work, essentially. Like, we would give everybody the same opportunity. But now we've kind of switched our focus because we have, one, so many people coming to us, but two, we've also switched our focus to just prioritize the people who are producing well and have good character qualities and good work ethic and good morals and things like that. Prioritizing their accounts and making sure that we're staying on top of them more, and also only signing models that we view as a really good fit for what we're trying to do and the culture that we're trying to create with not only our agency, but the models that we have, right? Because as you sign on more models, there becomes more work that comes to that, right? Like, if there's one problem you have to fix, it's not you just fixing it on one model, you have to fix it across 20 models, which is what we're at right now. So that really increases the amount of work that needs to be done. But of course, the upside to that is that more models you sign, the more content that you can get published out there, more views, more revenue, more everything, right? Everything's better. So scaling up, from my point of view, is still signing more models, but you want to make sure that you are prioritizing and really selecting the best creators, because if you sign cruddy creators, you're just going to end up losing time on them, and time is money, as we all know. Okay. So that's the update for the agencies. Like, still the same idea. Sign as many creators as possible, but make sure that they're a good fit. Ignore the ones that aren't a good fit and just get a lot of volume in and focus on making sure that you're taking really, really good care of those creators. The other thing is the marketing portion, right? So I'm still doing the same thing where we are posting like all of our models on all channels. Essentially, every single model has at least 6 channels that they're being posted on, the main 6 being Instagram, Facebook, Threads, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, and then 8 would be Reddit. So prioritizing volume on those channels, and rather than having multiple accounts, trying to prioritize building 1 or 2 or 3 accounts depending on the model and what niches we're trying to hit, right? So if we have a specific niche like a trans or whatever like that, then we want to hit a trans niche. And if we have like a cosplay niche, then we want to hit the cosplay one, or a sports niche, we want to hit the sports one, right? But rather than, what we've done in the past over the last like 2021, 2022, 2023 was we prioritized having many accounts and then trying to build as many as possible. But now we've kind of narrowed our focus to having a core 2 to 3 accounts and then just building those and posting as much as possible on those. So for those of you who are still doing like the spray and pray method for basically creating accounts, I would say move away from that and focus on the idea of creating brands. So if you're going to create multiple accounts, make sure that the brands are unique and a little bit different, right? And the way you want to kind of think of it, if you have Nike, you have one core Nike brand, which is like sports, and then you have Nike basketball, Nike soccer, Nike football, Nike tennis, or whatever it might be. You want to view your model as the same way. So your model's name is going to be her core brand, and that's going to be the main page, and it's going to be kind of OnlyFans related content. So like your typical videos of her like with popular trending music, and some content of her like traveling lifestyle in her own voice, skits, things like that. And then if you want to launch multiple brands underneath, model A, she's really good at basketball, then you create basketball content. Okay. So don't do 10 accounts. You should never have like 10 Instagram accounts for a model anymore. I don't believe it's beneficial. I think it's more beneficial to have one account with 100,000 followers than it is to have 10 accounts with 10,000 followers. Also, it's less work for you as a manager to have to maintain all those accounts. So focus on building as many large accounts as you can. And the way you do that is by posting as much content as you possibly can. That's kind of what we're doing on the marketing side of things. We're using a scheduling software to get all these posts out and making sure that we're focusing on volume. Volume is what we're doing a lot in our business right now, and ensuring that everybody on our team is focused on volume. So we're focused on volume of signing models, we're focused on volume of posting content, we're focused on volume of creating content, and we're focused on volume in chatting. Lots of chatting, making sure that we're responding to fans quickly, messaging a lot of fans, sending out a lot of DMs, doing a lot of posts, things like that. So overall, like OF is still like a very much a volume-based business, but it should be focused. You should have a narrow focused with lots of volume rather than a scattershot brain of lots of volume. Okay, that's the plan. Right now, agency's at $250K a month. The goal is to get up to $1 million per month, which I believe we will be able to get there. Hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll see how long it takes, but the more models we sign, so right now we're at like 20 models or so. I believe if we get up to 50 to 100 models, that should get us to the $1 million mark. And then, of course, that will come with a lot of staff and also need to create a lot of content and post a lot of content. So overall, things are going really good with the business. If you have anything that you want to talk to me about with OnlyFans, feel free to hit me in the comments. I am reading all of them because I'm not getting a lot of them, and I'll make sure to respond to you or join the Telegram channel. And I am more active in writing notes to my Telegram channel or on my Twitter account than I am here on YouTube, just because it's a lot easier, more convenient and fast to just write messages and put it out there when you're running an agency. But we'll try to create more videos on OnlyFans too in the coming months. So yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Hope you're making lots of money. OnlyFans is still a great opportunity if you're not in it yet, but I can see that window is getting smaller and smaller every year. Every single year it's becoming more difficult since I started this business in 2021, 2022. So yeah, get inside the Telegram, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.